Hey, Gemini tribe, welcome to the cottage. Let's see what's going on in your love life. Gemini, if you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this reading is for you. You're going to catch up on your love life and see what is going on in the world of Gemini. All right, Gemini, it's good to read for you guys again. Let's see what's going on. And by the way, if you need a personal reading, I got you. I do personal readings. The link is below the video for that. So check that out if you need clarity on your situation. That being said, Team Gemini, what's going on in your love life? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, twin, where have you been? Let's see what's up. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Here we go. Unfinished business. The world reversed right off the bat. Oh, so there's something lingering from the past, Gemini, that is here. Why is the death card here? I have released this many times, Auntie Karen. Oh, Lord. Gemini. Oh, and the Eight of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands in the upright. That's communication. Sudden, speedy action or communication after a delay. Gemini, I think in your mind, you thought this was done. Why did I get that? I have released this so many times, Auntie Karen. Some of you may have been back and forth with this person, but some of you getting over this person was almost like in stages. Like you'd release this person, you'd feel better, and then zoom, they're back in your energy again, and you're releasing them again. And it's like this healing was like in stages. Okay, if that makes sense. It was like peeling back an onion with healing from this person. The death card ain't no joke. That is about, that can involve that shadow work, right? Doing the transformative, the alchemy, really just that is the phoenix rising up out of the ashes. So whatever this is, Gemini, this was a pretty impactful connection and breakup. But there's unfinished business here. And this person, I've got communication coming from this person. Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups in the reverse. Oh my God, Gemini, the Lover's card. Holy shit. God, this is a deep connection. Golly. I mean, and that's your energy. I mean, maybe they've got Gemini in their chart. Maybe they've got Scorpio. We have the fixed signs here with the World card. Okay. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Maybe not. But nonetheless, Gemini, you know who I'm talking about. You absolutely know who I'm talking about with the Lover's card here. And this, all this, big planetary energy here. That one. The one that led to your spiritual ascension, the one that took you to your knees, the one that you feel like you'll never be fully over. I hate to tell you that, Gemini. Geminis are probably throwing tomatoes at me right now, going, yes, I am over them. I'm going to be over them. I'm going to get over them. But I know, but there's just this period of time where you feel like you're not. The Fool card is here. Why in the hell? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, my God. Gemini, this is like destiny, fate. Can I tell you, Gemini, that whoever this is, if you were to go and look at the Akashic records, you would find your name and this person's name talked about. All right. This is very significant from us. There is a soul contract here, and there is it may be not satisfied yet with the World card. That may be why we have the unfinished business between you two. Nonetheless, I see this person coming back with full force, which is insane. A lot of you Geminis, it's been a hot minute. This is not who you heard from 2 days ago. And you just, yeah. All right. I I think they left you out in the cold. I think they left you for another person. You felt like being on the outside looking in. And quite honestly, Gemini, in your mind, you're wondering how they replaced you so soon and left you out in the cold. I think that they tried to replace you, but you see, connections like this, Gemini, are not, you can't replicate that. You can't replicate that. All right. Do I think they tried? I do. Maybe they wanted you to think that. And maybe you bought it. Maybe you thought that they did, very confusing to you. How could they move on so quickly from something that was so deep? Wow. Why are they coming around you, Gemini? Why are they coming around? What's bringing this person in? It's like, what a blast from the past. I swear to God, I think I said, when I was shuffling the cards, and I don't believe in twin flames, but I said this, twin, where have you been? And because of that song, and I was really talking about Geminis being the twins, but I swear to God, Gemini, I don't believe in twin flames because I know the teaching behind that is toxic, but I do know that there is an undeniable, unexplainable energy that can exist between two people that is extremely rare, and it will usually cause you guys to trigger the hell out of each other in the worst of ways. And I kind of think that probably is what we're talking about here. Gemini, you learned how powerful you are. You learned how strong you are. This didn't make you stronger. I don't believe in that. But it was, you had to find the strength that you didn't know you had to just get through this, right? You found a resiliency in yourself that you didn't even know you had. So there's that. You gained a lot of self-awareness, but I want to get back to this person. So they pushed you away, Gemini. Avoidant. Let me tell you what I get here. I'm going to just cut to the chase with that. You guys did mirror each other. You mirrored the hell out of each other. And I'm going to tell you, when you have a deep connection like this, and I have talked about this in readings before, and I see this here, the reason this person ran and pushed you away and went with somebody else, it wasn't that they replaced you. They found somebody that was easier, not so difficult. What do I mean by that? Because when you have a deep, intense psychic connection with someone, okay, when you have that deep, intense Pluto psychic connection, you can see their soul, and there's a bigger amount, there's a much more higher level of vulnerability and exposure, okay, that you can't hide from each other. And this person that they went to, there's not that intensity there. They can't see this person, all right? So this person can hide their real self. They're not being authentic. They had no choice but to be authentic with you. Not because you were mean or you held them to a high standard, but they knew they couldn't fool you because you could see them. And you know what? Vice versa. They could see you too. This was on both sides. That's why this Lover's card is in the upright. All right? That's what's up here. That's what's up here. So they pushed you away. That's why they pushed you away. That's why they ran. And now they've realized that all they did was waste time with a wannabe, an Empress reversed, somebody that just was not, they just weren't you, Gemini. They just weren't you. And that's the bottom line. Forgiveness, all right? That's what they want. There's communication coming. Gemini, this person is lost as a he-hank without you. Okay? They just are. They just are. So that's what's up. I'm going to get more on this. We'll do the All Signs Cross Watchers over on Patreon. We're going to delve deep. We're going to get you some advice in this thing too, Gemini, because this is a big decision. This is huge. And I think this has been a hot minute since you've heard from this person. So we're going to see what's up over there on Patreon. But I do think that hopefully this has given you some clarity, at least as to what to expect from this person. Is there anything else that Gemini needs to know about this before we take this over to Patreon? Is there anything else that Gemini needs to know about this from this person? This person has been brooding about this and literally going through a dark night of the soul. Literally going through the dark night of the soul. I'll tell you something else I'm picking up. This person was lonely with that other person. You know how you can be with somebody and still be lonely? They felt alone, invisible, not seen. Yeah, just no connection. Just no connection there. That's what I got, Gemini. That's what I got. So let's take it over to Patreon. We'll get a little bit more over there. If you want to follow that and get more details on this, the link to that is below this video as well. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like. And if you have not subscribed, I hope you'll consider doing so.